you're ready to get after it today, and you took advantage of the recovery day you had yesterday. So today is a Max Out Wednesday. We had one of these 2 weeks ago. We're going to have another one today, which means at the end of the workout today, your muscles should feel pretty tired. So jumping right into our warm-up, the first thing you're going to do is this goblet squat. Make sure as you do this squat, we do butt to your heels. If you can't do a full squat, that's a good sign that we have some sort of mobility restriction in our chain that needs to be addressed. So if you feel like your squat gets stuck and you're missing that depth, reach out to me and I can help you fix that squat. The next thing that we're going to do is soft tissue to our T-spine. Again, we're really focusing and emphasizing that soft tissue because as we jump into the season, a lot of us are going to notice that we have tissue that gets sore. Remember, our soft tissue affects the way we move. It affects the resting position that we stand in. It's going to affect the way we throw, the way we pitch, the way we run, the way we hit. It's really important to make sure that we have a good soft tissue maintenance program as we head into the season. We're aware of the tissue that chronically gets sore, so we know how to address it. And then we're taking steps to strengthen other tissue. That way we can get this tissue to stop chronically getting sore. One tissue that chronically gets sore in us softball players is this T-spine. So you're going to take a lacrosse ball and look for that area right next to your spine where you are tight and tender. Some of you might not be sore in this tissue. But like I said, every day this week, we're presenting a new tissue for you to see if there is something sore. This is just tissue that I commonly find with softball players gets tight. So stick to the tissue that you know is tight with you. Explore some of these tissues that I'm presenting over the course of this week. But goal is to work on the tissue you need to work on. So if there's something you know gets sore, whether it's your low back, whether it's your upper traps, whatever it is, stick to making sure you're spending most of your time there. Make sure you understand and know that when you are doing soft tissue, that's only for symptom relief. You're not fixing your problems with soft tissue. But as we head into the season, it's really important that we make sure that we can stay on the field by maintaining good soft tissue quality because that's going to affect the way we move. Like I said, it affects the resting position of our bones, and that tissue can really pull on our structure, affecting our bony anatomy. Next thing you're going to do is hip flexor soft tissue. A lot of times when we're really, really tight in this hip flexor, this affects our core activation because instead of activating our core, what we find is really powerful dominant hip flexors. In our sport, we want to use our core because it is way more powerful than our hip flexors for gaining rotational power. So look for tissue tension in your hip flexors. If you find it there, again, that's a good sign that we don't quite know how to use our core appropriately, but spend some time loosening through that tissue. Next stretch that you're going to jump into is just a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. So again, what I'm demonstrating here is that I'm pressing through a lot of soft tissue rather than if I tighten my butt, tighten my abs. You only have about 10 degrees of hip extension, so you don't need to lean forward a ton to get a good stretch through that hip flexor. The bulk of the workout today, like I told you, is a max out day. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 3 sets of that goblet squat max out. Again, if you don't have full depth on your squat, you need to reach out to me because I can help you get full depth. But that's an indication that we are missing some mobility, someplace in our lower extremity that is causing us to lack depth on that squat. Next thing you're going to do is side lunge. 3 sets, as many reps as you can do. You can load yourself with weight if you want to, or just do your body weight either way. If you do your body weight, you'll do a few more reps than if you don't. I think. Oh, the other one that we have is power step ups. So you have goblet squat, power step ups, and then a side lunge. Power step ups is just put your foot up on a box, and then you're going to do a light hop off that box. And then the third one is that side lunge, which I already showed you. To finish off the workout for today, we have band external rotation up at 90. Make sure you keep your shoulder in a good position. Should feel this in the back of that shoulder. So anyways, that's the workout for today. Enjoy it, and happy Wednesday, everybody.